Hey everyone, it's Deb here, and it's been a while since I've made a video. I apologize for being sort of MIA. Been a lot going on in my life over the last couple of months, but I'm sadly in need of getting back on track, and I know that making these videos and interacting with all my YouTube weight loss surgery friends is a big part of keeping me on track. So for those of you that don't know me or are new to my channel, which I've seen quite a few new subscribers, I had my VSG surgery on August 6th of 2012. So in a few days it'll be 18 months post-op, 18 months out. And at my heaviest, my highest weight before surgery was 230 pounds. As of August 2013, I was down to 150.2. I saw 149 for like a minute. Didn't stay there very long. Stayed at 150 for, I think I actually hit 150. Look at my little notebook. I have my little notebook. Let's see, when I first hit 150 was June, end of June. So not quite June, July, August, so more like 10 months out. So 10 months post-op is when I first hit 150. I actually saw 149 at around the middle of June. And since then, I maintained 150 for July and most of August. Then September, I went up. September, I was up to 153.4, October, 154.2, November, 155.8. December, I made a big leap to 161.6. January 3rd, I was 163.0, and then as of yesterday, or today, this morning, I was 164.4, which is where I've been now since, for the last, I saw 165 actually in the middle of January. And then, I've basically been between 165 and 162 over the last month. So, I think I've stabilized a little bit, but we're looking at, what, almost 15 pounds from my lowest weight, which I don't like. I wasn't even where I wanted to be at 150. I was hoping to at least get into the 140s. 130 was my goal weight, but I don't know if that's reasonable or not. I would like to be in the 130s. Below 140 would be nice. But I have to figure out how to just get back to 150 at this point, so I can't even worry about getting beyond it. I have to figure out how to get back to the 150. And it's mostly been, I kind of let the carb monster sneak in actually last August. When I went on a trip, and it seemed like once I let sugar, because I had no sugar, no breads, no pastas, none of that for the whole first year. I was really good at sticking away from that. And then it seemed like once I opened that door again, and I added the stress in my life, I was doomed. Then I'm constantly craving carbs, constantly thinking about food again, falling back into a lot of my old eating habits. Luckily, I can't eat as much. Although I don't feel the restriction like I used to. That's one thing I'd like to figure out how to get back, is my restriction. And it's maybe going to take something extreme like, I don't know, the pouch test or some kind of a liquid diet for a few days. I don't know. I keep sort of trying it and never being able to follow through. I've made it through a couple of times where I went for a couple of weeks and managed to cut the sugar back out again. And then it just seems like I get stuck back into this trap. I think it's the anxiety of job hunting. It's sort of an anxiety wall for me, and I have a feeling I'm going to stay stuck until I get past that wall and just sort of dive out there. I did get my new website up, been learning a lot, been living on tutorials and trying to learn new stuff. I have, put together my website, I put together my resume. It's just the really diving into the job hunting that is just scary, I think, and that fear is what's keeping me stuck. So somehow I need to just go for it. Haven't quite found that spot yet, so mostly I decided I needed to start with my core, which is where I'm at in my weight, which is not where I want to be. I do find it started at about a year after, about 12 months out, I could definitely eat more. And now at almost 18 months out, I almost feel like I can eat as much as I would have before. I mean, I think I obviously could eat more before. The times I notice it is when I eat things like soups that have solids and liquids mixed together, which I don't usually eat. I tend to drink separate. And it's funny because water, I feel that my stomach's different. I still can't drink a lot of water, and I have to really focus to keep getting my water in. And I will feel fuller with things like yogurt, things that are softer even. Things like yogurt and the cottage cheese actually makes me feel fuller than, say, even some of the dense proteins. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just weird that way or if I've just sort of lost some sensitivity. I need to figure it out, how to get it back. So there's not much new to say other than that I'm making progress in a lot of ways, still stuck in other ways. I guess I have to accept I don't move very fast. When I'm making big changes, I don't move very fast. To some people it may look like I moved fast, but generally there's a whole lot of stuff going on behind the scenes before I get to that moving fast point. And I think the reason I haven't made videos is time just gets away from me. Kids have been home. We've had snow days. I've had a sick kid for a week here and then another sick kid for a week there. And when everybody's home, I have a hard time focusing in on what I need to do. And that's another thing I'm working on, is talking to my doctor about I have some like ADD issues, not hyperactivity, more my brain gets so busy that I can't focus on anything. So I'll tend to sort of shut down and get nothing done. So I've been treated for ADD before and started doing that again, which is helping. It's helping me with my focus. So it's helping me focus on my diet as well as focus on what I need to do job-wise to keep myself moving forward. And a good side effect is my carb cravings are better with this medication too. At least during the day I take a little bit, and I'm taking tiny, tiny doses just to get my brain to defog. And I've always had this issue. It's just something I keep thinking I can just push through all by myself and I don't need anybody. I don't need any help. Some people have their coffee. Caffeine does nothing for me. Caffeine, if anything, makes me sleepy. So my brain chemistry is just a little bit wacky that way, which is why a stimulant will slow my brain down versus some people who took a stimulant and it, gets them all hyped up. So anyways, that's where I'm at right now. I just wanted to say hi to everyone, and that I'm so behind on videos and I've been missing all of you guys. But I've just been going through my stuff. I think it's something we all go through. We have to settle into where we're going to be after we lose majority of the weight. I'm still not in a bad place. But it's scary to gain anything when you're so focused on how much you've lost, because it starts to become clear that it would be real easy to fall back into old habits and gain the bulk of your weight back, and I don't want to go there. So back down, back in it, resetting, trying to figure out how to get this regain back down to where I was. Would love any input. Have any of you gone through this? I've watched a couple of videos recently with Bridget and Jody talking about weight gain and how they're trying to work on getting themselves back in track. And I think it's different for everyone. Some of us need to do something. You just have to keep trying new things, I guess. So anyways, that's where I'm at right now. And I just wanted to say hey and talk to you all later. Bye.